beautiful parasol mushrooms. Now, the thing about these mushrooms is, let's say one of the many distinctive things is that they instantly blush red upon being cut. And so if I cut this stem off, then in no time at all, see it's going yellow already? Oh, look at that! Can you see how orange that's gone? It's classic. Wow, it's gone absolutely, I don't think you can see that. Look at that! That is bright orange as far as I can see. Yeah. And so there we have a beautiful shaggy parasol. Now, the parasols in the book, they're here, and so you can see that that's a very fine depiction. And I'm gonna get the mushroom for you and the book if I can get it in there. Yeah. And so they're beautiful finds because I haven't found that variety of shaggy parasol. Usually I find the furry, proper like shaggy ones, but I haven't found these ones. And they are the Piota Rhacodis var. And it says ovate when expanding to almost flat, disrupting into broad, pallid, often slightly reflexed scales on a fibrous background, giving the cap a shaggy, torn appearance. Stem thickens towards the bulb, which is usually oblique, whitish tinged dirty pinkish brown, bruising reddish brown when fresh. Ring double, membranous, movable on the stem. Flesh white becoming orange to carmine red on cutting. Taste pleasant, strongly aromatic, gills white, tinged with red. Older specimens bruising reddish. And so we have now these gills here, beautiful and white. And so I'm going to eat these tonight. I'm going to have omelette with my daughter, and she always wants to make absolutely emphatically sure that there's no mushrooms in her omelette. Sure says, Dad, where did you get those mushrooms from? I don't buy it from the fucking packet. No, honestly, you know, I've got some in here. I've got some, they're kind of like wild variety, and so I show her the packet and I show her the mushrooms. But still, she no mushrooms. I ain't going there, Dad. And so I'm going to be frying this one in front of her very eyes when she's here. And this one, oh look! How could you not? I'm telling you now, how could you not? And the beautiful thing is that look what I've got. I've got them in their whole array of stages. Beautiful, you couldn't ask for more. And so with this one, the membrane is still beautifully intact. And this one here, it was completely intact, only since it's been picked a couple of hours now, it has shrunk away, but that's still prime and beautiful. And you know, this one, the thing is about mushrooms is, you know, in no time at all they really start to get a little bit dingy and sad looking, and so ideally you want to pick them straight out of the ground and then cook them. Anyway, it's gonna have turned out to have been about 4 hours since I picked these, but you know, that's pretty good. Then I have these, which you may have seen in the field, and these are horse mushrooms, and they don't stain yellow in any shape or form. What do they smell like? It's supposed to smell like aniseed, but my sense of smell isn't great, but they don't smell offensive in any shape or form. And when we cut these, some varieties of this field mushroom will stain a pink, but I'm not sure. I don't think this one's going to be staining pink at all. And so I think I will lose that in its entirety. I'm just going to bang these in the pot tonight. And so I got that one, got this one also, and they're just at the point whereby they're going over, so they're just perfect. And no sign of maggots in them at all, so I'm just going to dig out the slugs. Dig out the slugs, people. And I'll wash this gently on top, and that one with that. Then I have here, oh, let me just show you, just for those that, you know, have an interest, why not? It's just jolly good fun, to be fair, people. Jolly good fun, this wild fungi foraging. Now, here is the horse mushroom, this one here, and I've often mentioned how it's got this cogging going on here, but I found these in their very mature state. And one thing significant about this one is that it's very detached from the stalk, the gills, just like that one. And I think that's called adnext. But and then, oh shit, and then just you know, slightly yellowing on the top, like that one there. Huh? Beautiful. So put them down there. Then the other one was field blewit. So if we look here and you see that field blewit. Now I found these two at the side of the road, and they're almost going over, but they have the slightly decurrent gill, they have everything going on, which tells me that it's a field mushroom, and it's almost gone over, and so it's not smelling so great. It's heavy, and it feels rubbery and slightly slimy. There's no tint of red, but always when they break they're very much like that in the centre. And so I'll have two of those. And we can see that this one in the gill is going a little bit yellow. Oh, red, sorry, a little bit red. A little bit red. And so when we look at that there, then we can see that we've got a very similar thing going on. There's lots of variance in these fungi, people, but there are certain characteristics that we do look out for, and I'm just going to cut this one again just so you can see, because I won't be needing this stalk, and just see how that discolours before your very eyes. And lots of mushrooms, you know, they discolour different colours, and so it's you know, one of the indications that we've got the right mushroom. Isn't that beautiful? And to me it's like very red on the outside. I think you can see that clearly in the camera too, and orange. And I'm wondering if I should cut it down, whether we'll get the same thing going on, because these are going to need to be cut in half to be cooked. And so we've got this red thing going on in the stalk, yeah? Not so pronounced as the end, but a little tinge of it. And so this one, I'm gonna, I'll probably keep this for another night. You see, look at this. I'm trying to get the stalk, and what's happening? Look at that. There's a thing. Never seen that happen before. Wow, would you credit it? Look at that. Ah. How bizarre is that? You got the skirt in there. See if we can pull that away. Now these skirts are evidently detachable. So look what we've done here. We've sort of disassembled this mushroom with all its pieces. Very interesting. Very interesting. Now this one here, I'm gonna remove that, and then in there you just got that with a membrane. So all those mushrooms are edible, and if I was out foraging, I don't know, a few hundred years ago, and I was completely self-sufficient, well, at least I could go back to my family without being too embarrassed. I could make a bit of a soup from those, and we'd live another day. Now, what was interesting, when I found these, they were like that, yeah. If those of you have seen in the field video, so when we break those apart like that, and then what I did was I removed this stipe because I didn't want this, and then I noticed this is the first time I'd seen this going on, and you know, it's so amazing that I've got to keep watching it. So there we have it. Shaggy parasol mushroom. Very, very tasty. A good solid mushroom. Doesn't go all soggy and slimy. There's kind of like, well, chewiness to it. And one of the tastiest mushrooms. So there we have it, guys and gals. It's been a long day's foraging today. I walked 3 or 4 miles out in places where I've never been before, so it was very exciting and had a wonderful time.